Hi, this video is for coaches, players, and anyone else looking to learn how to keep the book sheet or the rally scoring score sheet for MHSAA volleyball, which is in Michigan. The first thing you're going to do is fill out the top 2 lines before the match starts. For the sake of this video, I'll use some made-up information. On the game number line, record what set they're on. This is game number 1. Next, put the team playing on our left in this box and the team playing on our right in this box. Then the coaches will turn in their lineups. Record them in order in the player number columns. Northern is using the lineup 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with 9 as the libero, and Western is using 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 with 2 as the libero. The coaches will also indicate who their captain is. According to the key, put a little C by the captain's number. Number 2 is the captain for Northern, and number 10 is captain for Western. The ref will also tell you who chose to serve first based on the coin flip. Here we'll say Northern got the serve. Put an X in their box. Now's a good time for referees to fill out their information at the bottom of the page. Or you can do this at the end of the game. We're now ready for the game to start. Northern has the first serve, so number 1 is going to serve first. Let's say she scores an ace. She will serve again at point number 1, so we'll put a 1 in her first box. Next, slash the 1 to give Northern 1 point. Here we'll say they rally back and forth, and Northern loses the point. According to the key, a dash means loss of rally. Put a dash in her next box, move over to Western, and give them a point. Box this point since they scored it inside out or since they scored off loss of rally. Now number 7 is about to serve at 1 point. Box this point for the same reason we boxed the other one. Let's say number 7 serves a few points in a row. So Western earned their second point and number 7 served again at point 2. They earned a third point and she served again at point 3. Now Northern decides to call a timeout. We're going to record this timeout in their first timeout box, writing the score from left to right. The score is 1 to 3. We also need to record the timeout in the current server's next box. According to the key, write TX because the other team called a timeout. Record the score in the next box, 1 to 3. Luckily, their timeout led Northern to earn the next point. Indicate loss of rally for Western. Box the second point for Northern since this was a side-out point, and mark the second point with a box around it next to player number 2, who is serving. If for some reason number 2 doesn't go back to serve and they are out of rotation, let the down ref know and they will put them back in order. At some point, we may see a libero serve. A libero doesn't have to play in a game or serve, but she might. Let's say Northern loses the rally. Dash. Western earns their 4th point, which is boxed, and now we think number 8 is about to serve, so put a 4 with a box around it. But number 8 isn't serving. It's the libero serving for her. The libero is allowed to serve in 1 rotation, so we indicate that, according to the key, with a triangle around that rotation number, rotation 2. For every following point the libero serves, put a triangle around that point here and in the center box. Let's say now Northern wants to make a substitution. Cross out the number of the player coming out, let's say number 4, and write the number of the player coming in, number 13. We will also record this substitution in the next box of the current server. Use SX since it was the other team making the sub, and write the current score from left to right, 2 to 6. Then slash one of the subs on Northern's side. If at any point a team reaches sub number 14 and they have 4 left, give the down ref a warning. Continue to give warnings until they run out of subs. Let's do 2 more subs. Say Western loses the point here. Dash first. Box Northern's 3rd point. Box the 3rd point next to the next server, number 3. Northern is now subbing number 14 for number 3 and number 15 for number 5. Write S and the current score. Slash the 2nd and 3rd subs. At some point, the game will end and we'll record the final score in the boxes at the bottom. Let's say Western won 15 to 25. There are just a few things left in the key we didn't get a chance to talk about. The first one is penalty point. If, for example, a team is out of rotation, that's a penalty and the ref will award the other team a point. Rather than put 7 or 8 or whatever point was earned in the box, you would instead put P7 or P8. Next is replay. If the ref calls a replay, put an R in the box. And lastly, RS stands for reserve. Once per serving round, a player is allowed to drop her toss and retoss to try again. The ref will call a replay, and you can indicate that type of replay with an RS. There may be a game where you need to record comments. Comments should include any disqualifications that occurred, any players removed from the game because of injury, any yellow or red cards that were issued, or anything else unusual like that. Finally, once you record your name on the scorekeeper line and the end time of a game, you are done. You will grab a new sheet of paper and do this again for set 2. Let me know of any feedback or questions you have in the comments that this video can be improved.